Hello everybody, welcome to my coffee break. I'm gonna have a cold brew coffee today that I'm gonna try a new coffee that I got from a bulk coffee box from the grocery store, and it is from a local roaster here in San Antonio called What's Brewing. And What's Brewing also markets some of their coffee to HEB, and let me show you what there you go. I'll show you. That is the bulk beans that there. It's Vicinda Nosa Senhora de Fatima. It comes from a wonderfully nutty and easy drinking coffee. So we're going to try that. And it says San Antonio, What's Brewing. It's a coffee roaster here in San Antonio. And let's see here. There we go. Got that out of the way. And this, the bag it comes in. This coffee is $11.99 per pound. But I just buy what I need. So I only paid $1.68 for it. And you can get as much as you want. I wanted to try this coffee, so I didn't want to buy a whole bunch. This is a Brazilian coffee. It says What's Brewing? Coffee beans, organic, blue de Brazil. So I'll show you what the beans look like. The beans look really good. You see them? They're kind of dark. Not as light as the ones that we saw before. They have a really good smell. And when I grind them, it comes out like that. So then what I do, if you saw the other time I made a cold brew coffee, I use these little filters that I got. And they're tea filters, but you can use them for cold brewing. So you fill up you put about 30 grams of coffee in here, and then you soak them. You put them in a big mason jar, about 13 grams of water, and you soak them overnight. I put this in last night about 12 o'clock, and I pulled it out at about 11 o'clock, and it's actually after 12 o'clock right now. But it looks, and sometimes you have to kind of shake it a little bit because it settles down a little bit, but you can see the filter inside there. Let me see if I can turn it around. You can barely see it right there. So it soaks overnight. So what you want to do is you want to bring out an extra little jar so you can put the filter inside there. And so here we go. We're going to try this. This sounds really good. It's a Brazilian coffee, so it's dark. Here we go. I took the filter out. Got my glass with ice. And let's pour this and see. Let's see. It has a really good color. As you know, if you do cold brewing, it actually comes a little lighter when you do that instead of putting it in a coffee pot or French press. But it looks real dark here. But through the light, my light there, it looks really light. And plus I got a lot of ice in there. So we're going to give it a try. Brazilian organic coffee. So we're going to give it a try and see what it tastes like. Oh, I like that. That is really good. It's real smooth because when you cold brew, it's less acidity, and it really has a really good taste. I just want to say it's really good. So try that. So take, like I say, take about 30 grams of coffee, grind it, try to do a little bit of a fine grind, and then put it in these little bags. I got these at Natural Grocers, but you can look and see like in your tea aisle. They sell them for tea. They come in a box of 100, not very expensive, and I like these. Before I was using just a regular coffee filter, and it didn't seem like it worked very well. So these are really good. So I put the coffee in there, and then on these it has like a little flap. So when you put it in the jar, just fold this over the jar, and about that much like that, and then screw on the lid, and that'll hold it up in the water. I put about 13 ounces of water in there, and it's up to you when you want to take it out. Some people let it soak over longer than that. Some people will go 8 hours instead of 11 hours. I usually, whatever time I get up, whatever time I wake up, and I look and see how it's doing, and you come up with this. This is the first time I think I had Brazilian coffee, and this is Azul de Brazil. As actually on the package it said Blue de Brazil, but in Spanish, Azul means blue. So I'm gonna say it that way, I guess. My Spanish is not very good, but there you go. So give this a try and see if you like it. If you like this coffee review and like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more about coffee, and sometimes I do other things too, Hot Wheels sometimes, and sometimes I do the other day I did a tea drink with my son. So we'll see how it goes. So thank you very much for joining me, and we'll see you next time on Kinrod's Coffee Break. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you next time. Like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye, everyone.